I beat a Fide Master in only 25 moves playing with the black pieces. Fide Masters are very strong players and I'm very excited to show you this game. Let's go! So, this is the game that we have played. I was playing with the black pieces and my opponent played d4. I responded with knight to f6. It is called the Indian game. So bishop to f4, he transferred to the London. e6, f3, played the Fide Master. So I think the idea is to go pawn to e4 and start some attack, but it's not the best move. d5, controlling the center, that's what I've played. And now I have a little bit of advantage. Knight c3, developing the knight. And bishop d6, I offered him to exchange bishops. Not the best move, but I like it. Bishop g5, he tries to pin my knight, but it doesn't do anything. h6, threatening the bishop. So he went bishop h4, maintaining the pin. So I castled. When you play against strong players, you have nothing to lose, and you play okay, a good game. So he played e4, preparing pawn exchange, or even worse, to pin my knight and win it. So I had to take, he took, still threatening this. So I played bishop e7 and pinning my knight. I should have maybe played e5 instead, I think. But okay, bishop e7 was also good. Knight f3, he developed his knight. b6, so my idea was to develop this bishop. He played e5, knight d5 in the center. So he took my bishop and I recaptured with the knight. Bishop d3, now the bishop is on a good diagonal and he prepares to castle. Bishop b7, looking at this knight, and bishop is also on a good diagonal. Bishop e4, he offered me a bishop trade, so I agreed to this. And now I played knight c6, developing my knight. He played c3, protecting this pawn. And here played knight to f5, so the idea was either knight to h4, either knight to e3, and then maybe get it here. So he castled. Guys, NFM did simply blunder. Fide Master, they have like 2300 rating. He simply blundered this. Knight to e3, it's fork, guys, fork. I don't know how you can play like this, but okay. It's a blitz game and it happens. Queen to a4, he threatens this knight, which is good. Here I took, which is not the best move. What can I do instead? I think queen d5, also threatening this knight and defending and attacking. I think queen d5 would be the best here. Yeah, queen d5 is best. Yeah, I'm playing pretty good moves. Okay, so I took, not the best move, but it's a blitz game, it happens. So he recaptured with the rook. Okay, which is best. Knight to e7, because he threatened me. And here he sacrificed the knight. Like, I understand the idea, but it's simply not working. Like, your queen is too far away. Let's say this pawn wasn't here, then let's say take, still queen can go here, but or something. But in this position, like, you simply lose a piece. Here I have a winning advantage already, and I'm a 4 points of material up. I'm a full piece up. Okay, what is the idea? Knight to f5, best move. g4, okay. Knight to e3. Now I also attack the rook and this pawn. He give me this pawn, and here I also blundered. I took the rook. So when I look at this position, I understand why it's a blunder. I'll show you in a few seconds. So what is the best move here? Maybe queen d5. Yeah, queen d5 looks good. Queen d5 is the right move. Now still threatening all this and threatening this. Let's say rook to f2, then we could simply exchange queens, you see. The rook has to go there because I threatened the knight. So this is the move that I should have played, but I got too excited, guys, to win against an FM, like to have 6 points that Stockfish gives you, wow. So I got excited too much, I took the knight, and here he played queen f4. And now we are like even. I have very small advantage. Now he's threatening to take this pawn. My knight is trapped here. This knight is kind of strong. And this pawn, and I start to not understand what to do. So I played the natural move, defending this pawn, which turns out to be the best move. And here, instead of playing normal, like what should have played here, maybe g5, I would play, no, g5 is not the best, or maybe, what would I play here? Queen to e4, yes, check, and still, but, and then simply continue this, like maybe do a draw, but instead, okay, so let's go back to review, but instead he sacrificed the knight, like wow. So what is the idea? If I take, then white is actually winning. Oh no, it's a draw, because if I take, he threatens checkmate, and now only move here, guys, you'll be so let's say I go rook j, then it's checkmate, right? So here the best move for black in this position is to sacrifice the queen, and then after he takes, I have two rooks for the queen, and I have this knight, but this knight is gonna be lost any second. Let's say I can do anything, like this isn't the best move, because now I'm like, and this is like winning for white, even though I have more material, because like queen h4 check, and no matter where I go, let's say here, then let's check like this. So let's go back to our position. So instead of taking, which and making a draw, I played king g6. Wow, this should be a brilliant move. It give me a great move. So what is the idea? Now there are 8 checks left, and I attack the knight, and my king is kind of safe. He can give me a check because I threatened the knight. I threaten this pawn, and my position is fully okay. Let's say he takes this knight, I simply take this knight, and everything holds on. And he simply went knight to e4, and I took this pawn. So I'm -7 advantage on Stockfish, which is winning for black, and in this position my opponent resigned, and I won. I beat a Fide Master in only 25 moves, guys, and on the game review tells me that I played like a 2250 rating. Wow, that's an amazing game. I played very good moves, and I hope you learned something from this game, and see you next video, guys.